Hello, peoples. I know it's been a while since I showed my face on this channel. I really haven't had a whole lot to say, um, other than maybe showing a couple of cat videos. I really didn't have anything to talk about. And I also noticed that some of the people that are subscribed to me, they're inactive, a lot of them. So the videos that I have been uploading, I uploaded a video about my old apartment building. I don't know if that's still going to be up, but that was basically for my family. So I was going to turn this channel into like my little family channel. Like whatever video was too big for me to send through the phone, I was just going to upload it to YouTube and use this channel as a form of, communicating certain things with my family when I'm not in their presence. And somebody actually commented on one of the videos that I was trying to send to my family. So I was surprised because, to be honest, I didn't think that anybody was still watching my channel. It's still not a lot of people watching my channel, but there are, I guess, maybe a handful, maybe, I don't know. If I could estimate, it's probably maybe 3 or 4 people watching my channel. Um, Maybe more than that. But I'm just estimating. Other than that, I just haven't had a whole lot to say. I like to talk about topics, I'm sorry, certain videos. I did record earlier today, and the cat was attacking me, and I was trying to get him to come into my room, but he wouldn't until I gave out the code word. So I don't know if I'm going to insert it into this video. And my hair was all wrapped up, and I'm like, you know what, let me just show my real hair so some of y'all that haven't seen me in a while can see, that my hair has grown. I'm actually trying to, and this is just matted down, so it's really longer when I pull it all the way up, but let me kind of mat it back down. So I'm doing a fro thing, but usually in September, I shave all my hair off usually if it's not growing the way I want it to grow. Now, my hair is growing. It's just that I'm at a point to where I don't know what to do with it. And my cat, well, I'm gonna just claim him as my cat. My cat had an appointment to go to the Humane Society on the 31st, and I missed it. I was basically number one, I really wasn't in the mood, and number two, it was just like the information that I was given. It was, my family had the card, and when they gave me the card, it just had a number on it. It didn't have an appointment date on it. And then they texted me the appointment, and they gave me, well, it can be either at this time or another time. And by the time it was up under somebody else's name, and it was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to make an appointment up under my name. So I don't know. Maybe y'all can clue me in if the Humane Society is better than just the pound, because I don't want to send um animals to the pound. I think the Humane Society puts a little bit more effort. They want information about the animal. They want to know what the animal like to eat and their personalities. So it could be a better match. So that's why I typically choose the Humane Society. I can always do Pet Finder, but I'm not too keen on people coming to my house that I don't know. Uh, Not that I think anything crazy is going to happen, but it just all depends on what website you advertise your animal on. And I would probably pick a free one, of course, because I'm not trying to spend money just to, get rid of an animal. But as a matter of fact, I would charge to get rid of the animal. Um, Not because I would want, actually, they'll be doing me a favor, actually, but I just rather, somebody that's willing to invest in the animal to get the animal versus just giving the cats away for free. But I typically do the Humane Society, but I wasn't 100% comfortable with it because I've already sent other animals off to the Humane Society. Now, mind you, uh, cats have been dropped off with me. Now, it was one animal that I bought, and that was a puppy. Um, ding, ding, ding. I actually like dogs. I really like puppies and stuff like that. But when I had got this puppy, I was always gone. I was the I was gone a lot. I mean, everybody and their grandma was calling me, let's do this, let's do that. And I had him for about 9 months. And it's a long story. Basically, I had my neighbor watching him most of the time, and he ended up getting it mixed up on who the pet mom was. And basically, it was a mess. He started acting up basically just to get over to her house, which she ended up getting her another. Mind you, she already had a dog, but she ended up getting another dog, and she no longer wanted to receive my dog. And I think it was more so out of spite, because I was basically pulling back on letting her see the dog because he was getting confused. He didn't know who the mother was. I was more, strict, like, you're going to eat your dog food and you're going to, do things, in a certain way. Whereas she would be the type that will feed him Kool-Aid and have him jump in the bath. I mean, she went way too far with him, and letting him just eat anything, table food. So when he would get back over to my apartment, he wouldn't really want to eat his dog food. I ended up eventually giving him medication for, you know, worm medication basically, and that cleared it up when I took him to the vet. But it just seemed like once I got rid of him, it just seemed like everybody just, like, within a week or so, just stopped calling. Everybody stopped calling. Then she ended up getting, I don't know if she got evicted or if she just couldn't, keep up with her rent. But either way it goes, she ended up having to leave. And she said, can I watch her cat, which was a 7-year-old cat, special needs cat. And I said, yeah, but I already kind of knew that I was going to be the owner of the cat. So, and I ended up actually keeping the cat longer. And I think the reason why I was able to keep the cat a little bit longer than any other animal, because she was old and she basically ignored me. I mean, we were like two ships passing in the night. Like, she was just there. So I had the benefit of, having a pet around here without having to always be up in the pet's face or the pet always being up in my face. She was declawed. I can, like, if I really wanted her attention, I can get it, but I couldn't really, like, pick her up. She wasn't the type of cat where you can just pick up and cradle. She was big, unattractive. Her nickname was Ugly, but that wasn't her real name. She was a calico, but she was a long-haired. And she just laid around pretty much. Whenever company would come over, she'd leave. And she didn't really like people. She just liked me. But her digestional issues became worse and worse. And I eventually took her to the Humane Society. And plus, I had other stuff going on. It wasn't just that. It was other stuff going on. And I just knew that she needed more care than what I can give her. Come on, baby. So, I don't want to bore y'all. I don't know if he's going to wiggle out my arms. I did it before, and he acted like a, hey, baby. Okay, he's not relaxed. I could tell the way he's, can I just hold you? See, you want to see. Anyways, that's what happened the last time. But anyways, yeah, so I've had like one animal that I actually got on my own. And then I had actually got a cat a long time ago, but that was like literally years ago when I was in a different apartment. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut this video down. I'm just showing my face. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this channel because, I want to kind of do advice, but I think most of my audience is older than me, and I don't think I can tell anybody anything that they don't already know. I have another channel, but it's very, very raunchy and, touchy, and it's easy for people to get offended, but you know, I do get a lot more interaction on that channel. That's why I've been kind of absent from this one, because I feel like I'm recording to myself. And I'm like, I have videos in my computer that I never uploaded. And I feel like that's what I'm doing when I upload to this channel sometimes. It's like, well, if nobody's going to be looking at my videos really, then I can just, like, it's like, what's the point, you know? So that's kind of like how I felt about this channel, which, and actually I like this channel. I actually like this channel. I actually like that you can be laid back. I do, what do you call it? Celebrity news, but I don't do it all the time. But you know, I do like the chillness of this channel. But I don't know what to talk about. The only thing, I don't really have a whole lot in common. You know, I don't cook like I used to. I used to do the smoothies, and then I was actually getting into cooking, but as y'all can see, I ended up gaining weight. So the thing is, cooking wasn't the problem. It was when I was watching other people, and I'm not blaming any of y'all. It's still my fault. But when I would watch people cook, or you know, even do simple meals, even if it's out of a box, I'm like, wow, I didn't know you can buy it that cheap. And I would end up buying something, experimenting with things, and I realized, you know, I was always hungry. I'm like, I'm looking at these dishes and I'm getting hungry. And so I put back on the weight, minus 10 pounds, but I'm pretty much getting back up there. So what I'm going to have to do is maybe focus on maybe people that are suggesting weight loss tips or whatever, or cooking meals up under certain amount of calories. And you know, that has been a challenge for me because, you know, I am on a budget. I don't have a whole lot of money. So I do have to, I notice more natural foods are more expensive foods. I mean, more natural foods are more expensive. You know, like fresh fruits and stuff. They usually last in my refrigerator about maybe a good 3 days. I can probably stretch it out to 5 days. But the point is, when I buy something that I can put in the freezer or something that you can put in the cabinet, it's like those are the foods that last the longest. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Again, I'm trying to figure out what I can do with this channel. If I can't figure it out, then I'll just continue to do what I've been doing. Just uploading every blue moon, I guess. And I don't know, whenever I get a cat, or if I keep the cat that I have, which, you know, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep him, because if you keep a cat too long over here, they're going to want, you know, a $250 deposit, and then they're going to hike your rent up to, I think, $40 extra. And my rent on top of that is already going up. I think an extra $30 on top of the, you know, rent that I'm paying. So I'll be paying like an extra $50 on top of what I already was paying, plus an extra 40, plus the deposit, you know. So, and then taking care of him, you know, vet visits and all that. You have to take all that in. But I know that, you know, this video is running long, so I'm about to get off this video. Peace out. I hope y'all have a nice day. Peace.